So here we start something new again. I welcome everybody. We're going to go for some 500 thread Rimworld here. This time we're going to play some Rimworld of Magic, so we're going to have some good fun with that. So let me just spread the link, because this is a live stream, as will be the future of this series, because I really like that. The chat will be included in the video on demand. We're going to have episodes of, well, roughly 1 hour to 2 hours of duration. You'll find the mods used in this run in the description below, and let's get started. So the idea of this run is we're going to play with 500 threat, and I'm only playing mages. I'm going to not allow myself to use the fighter type classes of Rimworld of Magic. So this is a pretty nasty thing, but I have all the overpoweredness of Rimworld of Magic at my disposal, so it should work out in the end. Now, I was really thinking about using Crash Landed or Lost Tribe for me, but I'm running with Crash Landed. We're starting out with Cassandra, but I am absolutely willing to go for a different storyteller later down the road. Luckily, you can change those. The only thing that I'm not accepting is Friendly Fire, and let's see. How does that actually work? Well, let's see if that's better if we have that on 50%. I found that so annoying with the mechanoids, and let's try that. Maybe it's okay for me. Well, let's go. Gameplay problems can occur with more than 11 factions. I've never heard of these gameplay problems. No, seriously, I really don't know what kind of gameplay problems those should be. Okay, so where do I settle down? I mean, sure, we could be just lazy and settle down on a temperate forest tile. Oh, that's tropical. Whoops. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to limit myself to random sites, and if I like it, I get to keep it. If not, I have to swap it. That's as entertaining as I can go with that. Now, let's see. This is actually a really good starting place. It has caves, so it has bugs. It's actually a good thing. What it doesn't have, though, is a trader with guns in the vicinity, so that's a no-no. Next random site, please. Boreal Forest. No. I really want one of those dudes that can sell me modern weapons in my vicinity. It's extremely important. Okay, no. That's wow, that's brutal. Oh, that would be an option too. Living next to these guys is almost as good, and this is really not far away. It's Boreal Forest, though. Boreal Forest is okay. You get a lot of food via hunting, but it's flat, so fortifying myself would be a nightmare. No thanks. Already a pretty good position, but not as good as I wanted. Oh, look. It's the same place again. So maybe I should consider it, actually. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna live on the road. Whatever. So, we're going to play, of course, with Ideologians. And let's see. I hope I have the Magic Ideologian online, too. I would say we're playing with Embodied Theism. I like that. And let's see, Transcendent. I think that's the one with magic, exactly. We want that. This allows us, most importantly, to create our own mages, and that's really important. A war mage? No, we venerate magic, I think. Is that good? I killed a mage, that sucks for them, but using magic and all the stuff is good for them. Well, approval is removing the problem when we kill somebody. Okay. I'll rather go for that one. That's a way easier. Okay. Don't want to configure here too much around. Can't change that. Well, whatever. So we have that. I really don't want to do that much naming and all. We're about the power gaming here. Theo Keepsake. Arl Shadow. Yeah, whatever. The Venerated Goose. Man, I love it. But that's something I really like to do. Remove the ear of these guys. I don't really see a big benefit of putting these things on them. I think it makes them a tiny bit happier, but beyond that, nothing. Alright, so here's the next thing. I'm not going to use prepare carefully because that would be boring. We're going to roll here until I have 3 mages, okay? 3 mages that are going to do the job. Fire mage. A pyromaniac fire mage. With a handful of plans. Alright, Jane West. Welcome. Let's see. Oh, Blood Mage. I'll definitely keep that dude. So, he's also very good at construction and mining, and that's really, really good. Welcome, Kenneth McTodd. You guys are going to be heroes. Or die trying. I love this. Alright, so let's see what kind of mage do we get as the last one. I love it, an arcane mage. That would make the early game so easy. Let's see how lucky I'll get. Psionic. I think psionics are, as a matter of fact, a fighter type, so they aren't allowed. Monk. Also not allowed, which is tragic. Monks are OP. I tells ya. I want to do another run once this is over with fighters only, to see who goes off better of the rodeo here. So a run with only physically adept people, and so you guys can. Oh, I rolled away a priest. Dang. You guys can make your bets. What's going to win there? A druid. Well, that's nearly as good as a priest. They can cast regeneration, which is really good. They can poison people, which is also really good, and they can regrow limbs, which is amazing. They can't resurrect people though. That's priests' jobs, but I don't think I need that so much. Well, let's see. She's also good at social stuff, which is good. These guys suck at this. We don't have anybody with animals. She's a good cook. We don't have any shooters. Like, not at all. But let's see. We have a blood mage, we have a druid, and we have a fire mage. So I think damage is okay. Well, medical 0. That sucks. That sucks so hard that I have to re-roll it, though. Although, no, druids can learn cure disease. Bam! We can actually do it. Nice. Who needs medical skills when you have magic? Beautiful. Okay, so we'll do this. We have very proficient mining people in a flatland map. Rocks. I'm up there. Well, let's go. Let's enjoy a horrific experience of Rimworld together. Happy that you guys are here with me. So, let's see. What's my pet animal? We have a phoenix owl cat. These are immortal, aren't they? These are the thingies that if they die, they just come back. Ah no, they die after dying 9 times. That's been the deal with those. Okay, so first off, we allow everything. Let's probe the terrain. We're really sitting on the road. So, I do have some mountains here I should really utilize. And we have a lot of water. That's actually a good cover. You can do a lot of good stuff with water. This map has its advantages. A lot of disadvantages too, but it has advantages. At least something. Okay, those mountains are all inside of water. What a map. It sucks. Well, whatever. Let's configure you folks. We got... Everybody's good with plans. Okay. So Kenneth... Let's divide it like that. Plant cutting, hauling, constructing. So far, so good. You are going to be the primary cook. It's holding down shift. So everybody's supposed to be a doctor here. Since you guys are all equally bad at it. Okay, so the basics are set up. I'll do this. We need it, it's really important. And let's do that, and that. Should be a okay setup to begin with. Now, I think this... Why should I set up myself here? It sucks. Okay, I already hate it. So... I mean, we have a lot of cover on this side. I think the best idea is going to go with one big building. One big building and lots of stuff to kite around. I don't know. We'll have to construct a lot to make this viable. Well, okay, let's go. So let's start with some place where we store our stuff and some place where we're going to sleep. All right. This is going to be painful. I can already tell. But on the other hand, we got 3 mages here, so it could be actually really good. So what do we have here? We have Firebolt, Fire Claw, Streaming Tendrils, Fireball, Firestorm, Inner Fire, what's that? Aura of Warmth, Reinforces allies. Not bad. This one I already know. Beguile Animal, I forgot about that. And the Blood Mage. So, Blood Sacrifice combines blood and mana. If I remember correctly, they need that stuff. Yeah, they need to cut themselves first, so Ignite Blood. Blood for blood, what's that? Curse that targets blood to heat and accelerate until it seeps from every pore, okay. Okay, or it heals scars even. Okay. That's a crazy spell. Blood Shield. Barrier. The energy from the shield will slowly regenerate upon. Okay. So that's a regeneration spell too. Powerful. So a portion of the damage will be inflicted on the caster. Includes the gradual healing. Okay. First, this damage will be subtracted from the blood power. And then it'll hurt the mage. Rend causes the victim's blood to violently reject its host and erupt from multiple wounds. Okay. Sweet. Blood Moon. Demons. Okay. Holy crap. That's quite something, isn't it? So, I never played with the Blood Mage before, so I had to read it up first. Okay. Do me a favor, good sir, and deconstruct that thing there. So actually, I don't know if I want that door there, because I want to make rooms here, so... Alright, that'll work. Nice. So that's the start. People are still puking a bit. So we need the numbers. Okay, so... What the hell did I roll there? Everybody is awesome with plans. Okay, so... What a team to be in a boreal tile. I should really consider hydroponics or something like that, if we ever get that far. But I mean, after all, the thing is, with 500 threat and Rimworld of Magic creates extremely overpowered things. It might actually work out to be a fun challenge which we can actually survive a while. We'll see about that. Let's see if we get a bed together for everybody on day one. I mean, Kenneth is trying his hardest. And with that tempo on the tree cutting, it might actually work out. Okay. Whew. You know what? I'm actually going to focus that, because I really know that these guys don't mind sleeping one night outside, but sleeping outside of a bed sucks. So, therefore, let's give it to them. We have a compacted steel deposit here, we have gold here, copper, compacted machinery, iron. So we might have not much mountain, but the mountain we got is quite plentiful. Okay. Let's see. While they are on full mana, they'll gain XP, so sooner or later our dudes will level. We have the first room finished. Well, it's a start. Well, I think he's actually doing it, man. Ah, come on, man. Don't be like that. Our roofing is necessary, man. There we go. I did it. Everybody has a room to sleep in at day 1. Not bad. Okay. So, we got 8 days worth of food here in storage. That's also quite a lot. But shouldn't there be a knife? Where's the plasteel knife? Seriously? Is the cat lying on it? No? Weird. Whoa! There's your friendly Deodon next door. This thing is not friendly at all. So, Endo, what are you hauling there? Steal from the other side of the map. Okay. I have a 4th room just for people joining us, or prisoners, quests, you know. It's always good to have a spare room, in my experience. How did the tea get that empty so quickly? Don't know if anybody of you can relate there. That's one of the essential questions in my life. Alright, so that's been dealt with. First things first, I want a handful of traps. Just a tiny handful. On corners. Seriously, these things are so good. Everything which is melee is very, very susceptible to these things, so... Alright, so where do I generate my power and how? Usually I'm a big fan of wind power, but here in this environment I just don't see that happening. I have so much wood here in my way. So, no. We're going to go old school. We're going to go generator. Good old wood-fired generator. It's like 90% of the time I go for wind power, but the other 10% are when I'm playing in forest maps. Most of the time, that is. I mean, we could make that happen later down the road, but I really don't like that too much. Alright. Oh god, that thing is making me extremely nervous there. But I actually don't really want to attack it voluntarily right now. Because I have the feeling as if this would be a lot more dangerous than waiting for it to do something. Mainly because this thing is just extremely resilient. I know Deodons, they are extremely powerful. Especially early game. I have not a single talented shooter. So, I don't know. I'm not feeling too comfortable with the idea of attacking that thing directly. Okay, so Firebolt can be upgraded 6 times. That's a lot. My Blood Mage has Ignite Blood and Rend. So, Rend, what can I upgrade there? Increases damage, decreases the blood magic cost required, and that. So, well, these skills are all super awesome, so... Damage of all blood magic by 10%, wow. Increases the amount of blood magic gained when using blood sacrifice. And it allows to draw flesh blood from the ground, okay. I think I'd rather wait for these goodies here. So poison, fast acting. The more he moves, the stronger it is. But here I also want to have access to regenerate and cure disease. It's a little bit rough, but I really don't want to spend my skill points as of yet. Okay. I bet that it's going to be only a matter of time until we're being attacked, but at the beginning it's really harmless. So let's give them an archery spot, why not? It's living over there though. Elk. Okay. So, kitchen and workshop it is now. So we're going to put the kitchen right here. With the freezer connected to it like that, maybe. Alright. And then we need the workshop area. Rather, aim that towards here. I'll make one room for my starting businesses. Let's make something of that size. Large enough. Doors at the back and the front. And the dumping stockpile zone goes here. We allow our steel also to be stored here. All chunks. And let's see. Let's also take corpses, but only the rotten ones. Okay. That's a start. Okay. Then here's going to be the food zone. Corpses, only fresh and preferred. There we go. Yay! Look at us! Wow! Oh, I forgot. Okay. What really sucks about wood power is that you totally need to refuel them too often, and you need a constant amount of wood to fire them with. They are just annoying fellas. But I figured with 3 peoples with plants in the double digits, it's the first time since a while that I think, like, yeah, it's actually an option that works out somehow for us. Wait a sec. I don't want to deconstruct any power conduits there. You must have misheard that. Okay, so first things first, I want the... where is it at? The stonecutter's table. Extremely important for me. Hey, they have their second points. Now, let's see. Fireclaw. And how is Firebolt? Is that... looks like a point-and-click thing. And then we have Fireball. Well, I feel like I really need to try out the Firebolt first before I can say anything about that. So, curses the target's blood to heat and accelerate until it seeps. Alright, I want to learn this blood for blood thing, because it sounds like it does heal the caster at the end, so that means I need to wound myself at the beginning of a fight, and with that spell I get a regeneration, or Blood Shield is the same, which actually heals up all the wounds that I got during a fight, so that might be actually a vicious circle, in a good way, for me. So, let's see. So we don't take any visitors here. Do we look like we have what it takes to accommodate visitors? So we're going to go here, production. Actually, no. I'm going to make it like that. So the basic idea of how I have made this freezer is quite simple. I want to make sure that only the cook enters the kitchen because nobody else is supposed to make this room dirty, you know? Really important. Dirt matters a lot. Dirt makes food poisonings happen, and you don't want food poisonings. Ever. Believe me, that's that bad. Okay, so we'll need some proper flooring in these rooms soon. But you could just sweep the floor, but hey, what am I saying? It's an awful bedroom, but we just settled in, so it's okay. I'm expecting the first attack very soon. Very, very soon. Alright. Let's help ourselves to some extra traps. And the rest, well, I have to wait until I see the popping of the enemies. Alright, let's cook. Simple meals times 4 until I have 12. But the ingredient radius is supposed to be like that. Okay, so the only thing I'm lacking now is a butcher table. But I dare say we are already pretty well set up here. Let's put down a research table. Some chairs for the comfort. Make any stone blocks. Forever. Ever. Okay, we got the basics. My lumber is running a tad bit low. You know, we're fighting against the clock here. The more preparations I get nailed down before I get swarmed by enemies, the better. It begins. Okay, it's a bunny. Let's chill. But it's a good opportunity for me to check out how my people work. And besides that, it's always a good idea. So West took the knife. Why did she take the knife? Oh. Usually these guys have to, they have to get them equipped. Since when do they auto-equip things like these? Alright, so my plan is to let everybody, if possible, smack a spell on that thing. So I'm going to do poison. Poison, yes. Then we're going to try Firebolt. And Rend. Oh, I need to sacrifice blood to actually cast something. Okay. So the Firebolt missed. The poison hit. Okay. So we now know that this is actually something which can be dodged. So let's learn the Fire Claw and see. Oh, I have the slight feeling as if this is another spell where you can't actually dodge it. But the poison did the trick. Really, really quickly. Oh, heart destroyed. Okay. I probably should consider skilling that a bit more. Okay. So the first threat has been averted. It has been a mad bunny, but don't get fooled by that. It's going to get rough. Really, really rough. So, next thing, we need a bit of a recreational area where they can eat, chill out. So let's put that directly next to the eating spot. I know that this should be fertile soil, yeah, but I don't know. In boreal forests, I never really do agriculture because I think it sucks that hard that I really don't feel like doing that. So somebody wants to hunt my Phoenix Owlcat. Yeah, casting spells is awesome. You should always cast as many spells as possible with your dudes. So we have now 2 things there. I'm going to learn Cure Disease first. Just because it's so important. Cure Disease is going to save our lives. So let's see, improves the effectiveness of Cure Disease. The higher the skill level, the more likely a spell cures the disease instead of reducing it. So, boost disease immunities, natural healing is cost reduction, disease knowledge, so the plague and even blood rot. So, let's see, gutworms, food poisoning, yeah, gosh. I find that quite funny, because Estelle is, as a matter of fact, my cook. This amuses me a lot to see that she's a horrible cook, but she's going to be able to save those people. So that poison, it attacks the organs. Sweet Jesus, this is brutal. Spell is damn scary, but the fox is not dead, so he actually survived it. Let's give him more poison. Nice. So, I am really considering to learn that spell. As a primary weapon here. Okay, but it does take a lot of poison to kill a fox. But on the other hand, this is some real good training. You know what? I should do that more. I really should do that more. So whenever something shows up here, I should really hone my magical skills there. Because, you know, enemy will come. And they will come in large numbers. And the more skills I gain, the better. So we should probably wrestle that Deodon down. I don't know. I feel really scared about that dude, though. I mean, Chemical Interest Druid. There's a lot of good stuff going on that character. In terms of fantasy there. So it's additional claws. Expands claw strike radius. Okay. And increases damage done by each strand of fire claw. I'm still not entirely sure what I'm buying here. Let's add in versatility. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, I will have to use all of the skills of these beasties there, so... Let's send him... her hunt a turkey. Soul of a Green! Happy to see you. Welcome. So, Kenneth has a new skill point, but I really want to wait for him to learn the Blood Shield as well, and then I'm going to decide what kind of spells we're going to max out there. Okay, so, West, Turkey Hunt with Fire Magic. Why? Because I can. And I want to learn how to use these spells. So, Firebolt! Okay. Not bad. It was a headshot. Alright. It's turkey for dinner, boys. By the way, I need to set up a butcher bill. Yeah, let's do this like that, but... Lower the radius like this. Okay, there we go. Hi there, Hjorn. Happy to see you. Good afternoon. So... Really, really wonderful to see you here. Hope you're feeling fine. I am certainly busy feeling fine. Okay, so I managed to make a room without a door. So Kenneth, come on, stop embarrassing yourself and slap in a door, only because I forgot that. There we go. Okay, beautiful. I have 145 wood available. Not really enough, but we're getting there. So, let's see. Ed, hi there. I'm so happy to see you here. I'm very happy that you dropped by here. And so, we're going to stay just with random names here. These guys are all about surviving. I really want to see how far I can get it. 500 bread is really brutal, and after a certain amount of time. And this freaking Deodon makes me really nervous. I hate to have that thing right next door. How fast is this sucker actually? Super fast if I remember correctly. Yeah, 5.5 cells per second. 18.5 damage per blow. This thing is a killing machine. And it's hanging around waiting for my people to look really tasty. I hate that. So, you know, we should actually take that thing down now. Come on, let's do it. Mana Surge. Best day to do this. So let's start poisoning this thing. Esdo got some power up. Okay. Oh, well, regenerate and blood magic just goes so well together. Let's see. Weaken limbs. What's that? Minimum and maximum severity of poison. Poison potency. Dealing more damage each square the victim moves. Yeah, okay. Alright, now it's angry. Let's see. Blood sacrifice. Colonist needs treatment. Did that hit? No, it didn't. What would that spell, though? So... Great. This is really, really nasty, gotta say. Alright, so... What the hell? Are you kidding me? That spell just killed that thing. Okay, I didn't think that Rend would be such a brutally powerful spell. Okay, so I really want to learn regeneration next. The whole fire claw thing, I mean, it doesn't seem like it is a bad thing at all. It just seems as if we have to wait for a moment when the enemy stands still. So nobody is able to do medical here. Holy crap. So, well, it's not that dramatic. We're going to put this, so Esdo. I'm going to put Esdo on medical training. Or, as a matter of fact, everybody should do some medical training. Alright, but this is good. This was worth it. Yeah, it is dangerous, Jorn. It is dangerous. These things are predators. They are super fast. And around here, when you look on the map, there was nothing eatable. There is a chance that this thing decides to go for the elk. But there's also a chance that it goes for something smaller, like humans. Not this time. Megafauna critters are really, really brutal. So, Fire Mage is going to be a lot about AoE. That's one thing that I see. And I also noticed that it's... many of these spells seem to be really bad without somebody blocking. So, West is definitely going to be my marksman. Because her skills are... oh, she's very proficient in melee. Sucks for you, Jane West. You are still, after all, the best shot here in the colony. Alright. So, let's research, as the first thing here, batteries and then solar panels. Alright. Now, let's set up some room where my dudes can eat at. I'm not sure yet if I'll be enjoying the Fire Mage too much yet, but I do know one thing. As soon as we're getting attacked by raiders and they'll do their prepare carefully for a while thing, I think that's when Fire Mages really go ham. They're just not that good against single fast-moving targets. I also think that the Fire Mage spells would be absolutely devastating against everything which is slow-moving, thus easy hittable. So, I just have to swing that sword correctly, I think. That's all. And we are running out of timber. In this colony, it's extremely important that I don't run out of timber. And we obviously need warm clothing, so let's set up some tailor bench as well. How's the power grid? It's okay. Thing is, I don't really want to install anything bigger than this one generator. We're going to go solar after that. So, furniture. I want some nice table here. The nutty vultures are raiding us. Bless this random name generator, I gotta say. It doesn't cease to amuse me. But first, let me do what I have to do. Alright, the nutty vultures. Come on over here, you nutty. Iliana. Okay, we're going to greet her personally. Hey, Ed, thank you so much. Appreciate it. I don't know what to say, but thanks. You're awesome. Do you know that? I hope you do. Okay, so we are going to wait it out here. Let's see. Timber wolf hunting Esdo. We should pit these one against each other. So let's see. I don't think it's going to work out. Or is it? Let's see. That damn wolf is really close and Esdo is really slow. Why is she so slow, actually? 3.53. Gunshot in the neck. Okay, so the storyteller decided the situation is too boring as it is. Okay, fine. I do some blood sacrifice here. And let's poison the wolf. Alright. I bet this doesn't hit again. What is this spell good for? Tell me. I bet you need to aim it somehow in between or something like that. I mean, the poison is surely quite deadly. Okay, I think now I can aim it well. Alright, so if there's nobody there, the spell's actually really useless. So let's start using blood for blood. Ha! Ileana, you just came to the right spot at the right time. Congratulations. Your day sucks. Okay, so this chick is going ham, though. Let's see. That firebolt, though, man. That firebolt. Such a ridiculous spell. Okay, this is not really good for Esdo here. Gotta say. So... let's see, I am running this way. I mean, the poison is really nasty, isn't it? So, another Timberwolf is acting out here. Timberwolf Revenge. So... I bet this thing got up again. It was downed and unconscious. That's... Ed, go on. Thank you. Alright. I'll take it that you really want to make my day a good one. Appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. Alright, let's keep that Ileana running. Okay. Looking out good so far. That poison spell is freaking OP. I love it. I didn't expect it to be the big carry of the early game here, but it is. It actually is. So, Kenneth, my man, are you still bleeding? Yes, you are. So, that blood for blood thing is still on cooldown. I see. You know what? Take more poison! I love it! Esdo, you are just so useful for us. But I'll be saving up the skill points now for the regenerate, because I really think that's really cool. I won't stop streaming, don't worry. I basically just started out. Appreciate your support, man. Okay, so I bet Ileana will die by poison. That's just a word for a moment. Okay, so the nutty vultures have lost the first round. But the direct fight was not... Our direct fighting power is really low. It's one thing I really got to say. What worries me a bit. So, okay, Kenneth. Don't feel like going to bed now. I don't like that. So, my dude... Consume your simple meal, fine, but then let yourself get patched up by Esdo. I'm going to train her medical skills. Alright. Enjoy your time, Bjorn. Hope you find a good success there in the garden, and have a good one. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. Alright. So far, so good. Let's see if we can make some use out of that Fire Claw spell for other purposes. So let's see if that works with Firebolt. So I can't aim Firebolt on a position on the ground. Interesting. I can aim Fire Claw on a position on the ground, though. Okay. So we ran out of power because our generator needs new parts. Okay. Still struggling a little bit with that whole fire magic thing. So I successfully destroyed the ambrosia, but not the corpse, so I don't know. Not that convinced yet, but we'll see about that. I mean, I still think this is something for larger fights. Hi Kishi, hi there. Happy to see you. I'm doing my best to stay fun. Thank you. It's been a while since I did such a try-hard run like this one, but after I got nuked so hard by Randy at the end of my last run, I was like, give it to me. I want to suffer this time, and don't care if I lose. I like these runs where I just basically try to survive as long as possible and don't care if I die. Okay, that's not really any use what you guys are transporting there, so whatever. Esdo is lighting it up. And let's see. Well, her cooking is still bad, but whatever. I want to put the Cure Disease on autocast because it's just more comfy to do so. She grinds a lot of XP out of that. Now let's put Firebolt on autocast. Heck, why not? Also, let's do this. I really feel like I should do this more with West. To just randomly hunt animals. I gotta say, for a spell that you can only aim at a certain person, this is really a weird spell, though. But this way I'll get some experience on her. And I really want the Fireball. I think the Fireball will be a very, very powerful strategical thing for me. Because at the end of the day, with a good Fireball, we can break up a siege, I guess. And, well, I remember my Empress Evil run really, really well, and I know how things go here. It ain't fun at the end of the day. Oh, by the way, we actually need another thing quite badly, and that's a crematorium. So, also, I want to make my rooms a little bit more robust. Oh man, there's just so much stuff we need to get done at once. Bye-bye, Trade Caravan. But before I do anything else, I want to put up the smelter. I totally forgot about the smelter. That's unforgivable. Let's see. Okay. Well, let's pick up the berries. Why not? Unroofed 3. So where the heck is a roof missing there? Is it just forgotten, or is it because the room is too wide? I think because the room is too wide. Okay. So think the next really important project now is going to be as follows. Let's toggle that off for now. I need, really importantly, as quick as possible, parkas for the whole bunch here. Because right now it's Jugust, but it won't be like that. Thank you, Ed. It's, well, pretty much my standard, except for the eating room. That's more luxury than I usually give them, but I wanted to try that out for starters. Okay, so let's see. I am not going to hunt these. No, I didn't want to haul. I want to pluck the berries. So I'm looking for victims for my fire mage, you know. Maybe not the mega sloth. Maybe more the bunny. It's also far away, though. Oh well. Harvesting is also important. Oh, come on, you lazy. Hate it when they do that. Waxteos, hi there! Ah, so happy to see you. You are a pleasure to see. One of the people that are watching my content for a really long time. Yeah, Rimworld of Magic. I felt like 500 Threat and Rimworld of Magic, they fit really well together. Because you get all this stupid overpoweredness, and you actually get something to use it on. I mean, it's going to be a nightmare, and I think I won't be making it that long until I die from some stupid reason, but we'll see about that. Maybe not, who knows. So, granite wall, granite wall, granite wall. And this is going to be actually also the new format of my Rimworld content here. It's going to be all live streamed on YouTube, and the video on demand will stay here, of course, alongside with the chat, so everybody can see what has been happening here, and there's no confusion and nothing. And also, it's just a little bit more fun with live interaction, and it also allows me to make longer episodes without the algorithm hating me for that, because the standard algorithm of YouTube prefers those short videos. With streams, it doesn't bother if it's long. Anybody of you wondered why I started doing these 30-minute episodes, it's because it's better to market it that way. But streams are actually even better. So, just so you know, guys. We're going to have longer episodes and live streams now, a lot. For Rimworld, that is. A couple of games will still stay on the Twitch stream. But, yeah. Okay, so we have settled in. I'm actually already starting to set up my, or replace the first rooms with different stone. So we're actually, or no, I'm starting to replace wood with stone, I should rather say. So that's a really big step forward. The Solitary Duchess. Yes, absolutely. We're going to accept it with Esdo. Because as far as I know, there is nothing which stops us from using royalty and Rimworld of Magic on the same character, or is there? And it doesn't break my conduct of mages only. Or does it? Well, to some degree it does. Well, whatever. Okay, so let's see. A Drainer larva. Is that slow enough to be killed by West? Yes, it is. Wonderful. All the other guys get their spell points a lot easier, so... Freeholder title and Yeoman Ceremony. So, I mean... Am I breaking my conduct with that? I actually do. I'm sorry. We're not going to take the Psycasts here. No, it's mages only. And adding in Psy Magic here would actually feel wrong for me. So, you can renounce the title, can't you? Here. I only did this out of goodwill, and I only did this because I didn't want the Baroness to be eaten by a Draenalager. Nobody wants to see that, seriously. It would take ages, and we would hear the screaming. No. Mage and Psycaster would be too OP now. Not for 500 thread. As soon as you see the army of centipedes marching over my map, you won't call anything that I could muster OP. I love it. We're gonna die. I love these runs. I love these runs, really. Okay, so let's make sure I won't run out of food, though. So, yeah, the Fire Mage is starting to be a good shot here. Oh yeah, here we go. Another bunny. Pew! Okay. Let's... This is weird to do it this way, but... I don't argue. Fireball! Yeah, here we go. So what can we do with that? We have secondary explosions. And we have Terra. Okay, a massive, slow-moving fireball. We should probably try starting to hunt some elk with that. No, I shouldn't. Not yet. I need to be able to take it down if I overestimate the power of the spell, and it would suck to kill my dudes, because I felt like a fireball into the elk herd would be a good idea. We don't necessarily need to do that. Oh, I'm so stupid. I should have learned Inner Fire. It's a constant training skill. Arr. Okay. Yeah. It's been a while since I played Rimworld of Magic. It's like that. Every spell that can be sustained and can be cast on a longer period of time, again and again and again. That's generating mono XP like crazy. I totally invested my XP wrong there, but whatever. I love the archery range. The roof of our freezer must be covered in arrows. Let's say it's the roof, okay? Don't embarrass them even further. Okay, West, it's time for another bunny hunt. Oh, look, we have a lot of bearberry there, too. Okay. There's a lot of forage here, too. Generally, I try to pick up forage only if necessary. Because the funny thing about these is they can go over the winter. They don't really die over the winter. You can harvest them in the middle of the winter, and sometimes that's really good. Have you planted Devil's Strand yet? I can't plant Devil's Strand here. We're living in Boreal Forest. No chance. If anything, I'll have to buy the Devil's Strand, or Devil's Strand cheap. That's the best bet, but on this tile, I won't make it. No chance. We have 20 days of growth period. I wouldn't be too surprised if it's too cold for the Devil's Strand to grow the entirety there. It's that firestorm. Alright, that sounds OP. That really sounds OP. Okay, but we are getting there. Let's pick up some more heal root. I mean, my medical skills might be barely present, but whatever. So, I'm going to hunt these suckers here. Oh yeah. That's exactly the amount of animals that I can handle if they go on a revenge on me. So, you folks. I should probably consider building a bridge or even better, carve my way through the mountain here. That will create a dry patch that we can travel through, and it'll be useful. Okay, so I don't know. I want to be really up close when I hurl that fireball. Okay. It's pretty much like a grenade. It's not upgraded yet, so there's quite some power behind that. Awesome. So let's do the whole blood magic thing a little bit more. So let's use blood for blood here. So this makes it aggressive then, okay. Okay. You just happen to try to melee attack the person in my colony that loves to brawl. There we go. Let's do another firebolt here. It's a fun magic hunting trip. And Kenneth is already good as new. Alright, blood magic is crazy. Once we start combining that with... Oh, look, it's trying to hide between the caribou. Smart little thing. But... okay, so... Okay. They don't have the weapons to hunt something. I can't trigger the hunting order. Well, I'll be giving West some fun here with that. There we go. So, cannot extinguish fire, not in home area. This is one of the weirdest things ever, so I need to put this now. I needed to put down a slot of home area now to make it happen. Okay, so this should be also the necessary leather for us to get our parkas done. Just like that. And I want Kenneth on a top priority for researching next. It sucks to have your constructor be your researcher at the same time. Constructors are such busy people. I really dislike it, but well, it's not like I had much choice here. Alrighty. I would love to put flooring down, but at the same time I feel like I don't really have the necessary resources for flooring right now, or the time. So we have this deceit. Dang, I really always want to check out how that stuff is pronounced, and then I forget. You guys surely know what I'm talking about. Do you have something like that too sometimes? You want to look up something and you keep forgetting it after you have asked yourself that question? Alright, let's start with one piece of wall there, so we can wall up the warehouse to start with. Because there we are storing a lot of valuables, and I would hate to lose all that. Right now the meat does spoil a lot, and I really don't care. Usually the boreal forest is one of those biomes where you have so much animal migration the entire year that you can basically live off animals easily. That's been at least my experience with these biomes. Okay. But I mean, all these construction orders, of course, do one thing. Delay my research, but what can I do? Except for assigning somebody else to that. So, Esdo is doing the hauling. Whatever, we're going to let West do the research for a moment there. Once she's not busy with anything else. I mean, research 0 sucks, yes, but it still does research faster than not researching at all. We will need a couple of extra people here for sure. Oh, look, there's a bunny. So, who do I want to give those skill points? What? Kenneth has 4 skill points now? When did that happen? Crazy. Very nice. So I have Blood Shield now. So if I understood that correctly, once I Blood Shield somebody, I will instantaneously regenerate the mage at the same time. So let's see, duration of rend is increased, damage of rend is increased, and this increases range and radius. So I want to level up rend first. I think that's a brutally strong spell. It's my first time with blood mages, but I really think it's awesome. Oh yeah, so bunny bunny. Come bunny bunny. Where is it? Oh, here. There we go. Might not be much, but you see, it does give her skill points. And we're going to learn Inner Fire then. And then she should be generating skill points very quickly. And I don't need to do these shenanigans that much anymore. But until then, I think it's a good thing to do. Alright. I love the archery. It does not give you many skill points, but it does give you actually skill points, you know? I really gotta find something to get rid of the bodies of my enemies. So... let's just keep going. I mean, what I do like about the Firebolt spell, it might have a decent chance of missing, but what it also has, a damn low cooldown. And I know Rimworld of Magic, most Rimworld of Magic spells have high cooldowns. Really, it's not that often that you get spells with such a low cooldown. Oh, come on. Is it raining or not? Not raining hard enough to quench the fire on the bunny. Okay. I am already setting up a home zone on that. Don't you dare to hassle me like that. Here we go. Real important part is just not to forget that I have to remove it afterwards. Alright. The sad thing here is we're just researching batteries at this point, and not even the solar panels yet. Which will be the thing I need for constant power supply. Transport pod crash. Chinala has a bruise. So... alright. Slapped the regeneration on her while she was leaving. Dang, I didn't get anything for that. Yeah, okay, I mean... she just twisted her ankle while she dropped from the sky. Another masonry material trader. Gosh. Too bad. They aren't exactly what I want here. Most of the time, like... 90% of the time even, they don't really have anything I would want. So, well... I now feel again morally obliged to check if they have anything that I want to have, but... no, of course you don't. Well, okay, they have steel. don't want to talk bad about it. And they have plasteel. Oh, okay. I rest my case. This is actually a really good caravan, but I don't want to buy steel or plasteel at this point. I want to save my money for finished products. Weapons, for example, or I don't know. Stuff which gives me an edge right away and not that does not need to be refined or anything. Alright, there we go. The vile and vicious bunny hunter fire mage. Beware. Okay. So, here's our first raid, and they are attacking immediately, and we are as lucky as I can be. Because, as a matter of fact, these guys are going to crash into my base while there's a caravan available. So... okay, well, let's watch it slow-mo. And I really want to have my people drafted here. Let's hide them. Let's hide somewhere around here. Let's hide... oh gosh. But it's looking good. Oh yeah, alright, they are already in it. Good. So... let's see. I don't think I want to interfere here too much. Yeah. Easy. Oh, they want their roles now. Okay. That makes sense. We are here for a couple of days now. So... we'll have to set up the ideology. Of course. Of course. Yeah, that's been very, very lucky. But I also am very convinced about the fact that this only happened because there were so many people on my map already. I mean, this was a huge raid. Usually it wouldn't be that huge right from the get-go. Okay, so what kind of stone do I have? Plenty of... I have granite. So let's do one thing here. Let's set up a little something there. Because it's just that important. We need that crematorium ASAP. There's just too much body count coming up in this run. I can already tell. There's going to be so many things there. So. Alright, so we're going to end this episode at this point because I feel like here's a good stable point. Next time I'll set up the ideology and all the other jazz, and we'll see about that. I really like this team so far, and I thank everybody here hanging around. I'm going to just do this as soon as possible again. I hope you guys enjoyed, and just stop on by again as soon as possible. Have a good one, everybody, and see you soon. Bye-bye.